If someone is only making minimum payments on their credit cards,
fair use. I'm just using this for educational purposes and nothing. I'm not monetizing this, so yeah. Let me go ahead.
every month, here are three things.
This morning, European Union leaders are holding an emergency meeting as they grapple with the aftermath of these scenes coming out of Spain, showing migrants surging the border. President Trump warns we could see similar scenes again here in the U.S. under a Democrat administration.
When I saw what happened in Spain, I said, you know, we had a version of that. You could say much worse. We had open borders, and countries all over the world, almost all of them, sent people that they don't want into our country. And we've gotten a lot of them out, and we're getting more, including murders.
Joining me now to discuss, former Deputy National
outcome. But we know that it can happen. And the breaking news just in, Michigan's Department of Health and Human Services says 2 people have died in connection to the Cyclospora outbreak. At the same time, the Food and Drug Administration has identified another outbreak of the parasite. That source remains unknown. This new outbreak is in addition to the outbreak already tied to some shredded lettuce. That outbreak sickened 18,000 people nationwide, according to the CDC. Joining us now is NBC News medical contributor Dr. Natalie Azar. And Dr. Azar, with 2 deaths now in Michigan, I guess.
It is an ever-present threat looming over Southern California, the next big one. Scientists agree we are due for a massive earthquake along the San Andreas Fault.
They just don't know when, but as Maribel Gonzalez reports, a new study suggests it may be coming sooner rather than later.
It is the longest fault in California and therefore capable of the biggest earthquakes.
This simulation depicts Southern California's worst-case earthquake, a massive magnitude 7.8 rupture along the San Andreas Fault, nearly 2 minutes of shaking. Experts say hundreds could die, along with billions of dollars in damage. Seismologist Dr. Lucy Jones helped develop this scientific scenario in 2008.
We know how it'll happen, we know what the shaking will be, and that's what these models showing that if we run these. This is the best science put together. There were 2 minutes into the earthquake, and we're still having really strong shaking in downtown.
This simulated earthquake rivals the powerful quake that struck Venezuela in June, highlighting their devastating impact.
It's the same type of what's called a transform fault.
Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations and blessings to the elect. And I had a few news clips in the beginning of my video showing, the chaos and the, the weather. I didn't show all the weather, but there's many other things that are happening over the world. As the Bible said would happen. A lot of things are going down. So we're closer than ever to this thing, folding up, America being destroyed. First, like we always say, starting with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. First has got to be that RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, has got to come out first before all these other prophecies, take place, like the World War III and things like that. But in the meantime, I'm going to start out with Matthew 24. I'm going to start at 3, and it says, as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? And, you know, and that's what we're waiting on. We looking at all these signs. We see the things that are happening all over the world. And, you know, and it's exciting, man, in a way. We can't wait till this thing all kick off. And not because we want to say we told you so. It's because we want to get the hell out of here, man. We want to get the fuck out of here. And this, you know, this is, you know, it's time, you know, can't wait till the Lord, you know, put this devil down and bring us back into our land and put us in top of the world and let us rule in righteousness, you know, forever. You know, that's what I'm waiting. We, you know, the men that's in the no, that's what we're waiting on. And it, you know, this is, you know, it's a beautiful thing, actually. You know what I'm saying? If you got the right mindset, this is beautiful. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you, because there's going to be a lot of deceivers out here, man, that's going to deceive the people that didn't take heed to this word while the doors of mercy was open. You're going to get deceived because you're going to be looking for answers, and there's going to be people out here just to deceive you, you know, to get you. And there's going to be a lot of that. There's a lot of that happening now. There's a lot of that happening now with groups that don't say they don't know the name of the Lord, or we going to get that in the kingdom, so on and so forth. And we all know the group, IUIC. We ain't going to play. You know, that's who's doing this, man. You know, everybody, you know, and nobody know what the mark of the beast is. That's what's crazy. You know, that's like you smell, you know, everybody smells shit, but the ones that, you know, but you got that one that don't smell nothing. You know, that's crazy. Everybody smells shit but this motherfucker. That's because he's full of shit. But anyway, it says, Take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am the anointed, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear wars and rumors of war. You know, and that we see that now. Russia and with Ukraine, the little hats in America up with Iran. You know, China beefing up with those other little group countries, Japan and Taiwan, and so on and so forth. These are rumors of wars, and they heating up more and more. And the more America and Israel go up against Iran, they pulling Russia and China into this thing, man. And before you know it, we're having all, you know, a war going on. Before that, there's going to be the Arafaidicha, which is the mark of the beast first. That got to come out to set this thing all the way up. You know, however the Lord has it. But we know that mark of the beast has to be presented before everything is done. You know, before the end, you know, that mark of the beast has to be presented in every, you know, you know, like I said, presented in the whole world has to be, you know, presented with this thing, man. And it says, and ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars, see that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass. Must. All these must come to pass. And it says, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. That's right. And it says, for nations shall rise against nations, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, pestilences, earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrow. That's right. And you see, they was talking about in California, they're expecting something big. You know, they're saying it's not if, it's when. You know, so. You know, all this stuff is really heating up, and the Lord is bringing all this, you know, heat down to Babylon the Great. All this, you know, chaos here to Babylon the Great, and all over the world, really. But it's really going to come down here real hard, real soon. And we warning you people that this thing is getting real fucked up, man. And it's nothing you can do to save yourself if you don't have Yahweh Shem Yahushua with you, man. Let me go to this is 2nd Ezra 9:1, and 9 verse 1 it says, He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest parts of the signs past, which I've told thee before. That's right. And we're seeing that. We're seeing the signs that the Lord told us to look out for in Matthew 24. which says you see wars and rumors of war, pestilences and this and that, and they're getting ready to bring all this in. You know what I'm saying? Like it happened in Michigan, 2 people died of some outbreak. This thing is really, the devil is really going to bring all these things here in Babylon the Great, man. You know, and it's really going to hit these people really hard, and a lot of people are going to get caught off guard because a lot of people are not even looking for the government to come down on them or hit them with something, you know, with some type of black swan event that'll have everybody in shambles and not, you know, they don't expect that. And this devil is sitting back, you know, they ready to pull a plug on this joint, man. They're getting ready to pull a plug on this place. But you got a lot of people, our people just don't see that. They think this government don't have that type of heart. Or they're not that cold-blooded. They won't do nothing like that. You people lost it, man. You've been here too long, man. You've been in Babylon the Great too long. So now you think everything is all good because this devil have given you these little measlies, these crumbs off his table, and you figure you at home. You're not at home, man. This devil, you're not at home. He see his kingdom falling. And he know that you are the people of the Lord, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. He know that. The elites, at least, they know that. That's what I'm going to say. The elites of this world, the one that run the world, that owns all this shit, that controls the president and the government and so on and so forth, they know who you blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans really are. They know who you are. So they're not going to... what was I was going to say? I forgot. But anyway, they're in cahoots. They're the ones that's bringing all this stuff about to you people, man, to try to offset prophecy. You know, so we're telling you, man, this thing is about to go down real bad. You know, and it reads, "Then shalt thou understand that is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made." Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, that's right. And you see it over there. Well, I think that was Spain, where all those people was just running into that country. These are people running from, I don't know, from a war-torn country. I'm not for sure what the issue is with that, but these are people that's desperate, man. You got people all over the world fighting against the uproars all over the world, man. People are protesting against this what they call tyrannical government. I think if I said that right, they getting tired of this shit, man. And this thing is really starting to, you know, these people are starting to wake up. American people are going to be probably the last to do it because they're so fucking stupid. They believe in the government so much. But, you know, that's here or there. But, you know, like I say, this thing is heating up really fast. And don't think for one fucking second that the government don't know what they're doing. They letting these people in. This is all set up. This is oh my God, they're all coming in. That's no fucking way. They're letting these people in for some other reasons. We don't know right offhand, but we know it's going to be for some evil shit. There's not no shit that the government, we just can't stop them. You know, they can put a military unit out there to turn those people around or apprehend all of them. This is all bullshit, man. And they just blowing smoke up these people's noses and telling them, hey, whoa, you know, ain't nothing we can do. You know, Esau is the devil, man. This is all orchestrated, man. This is nothing, no freak accident. This is all orchestrated. This devil is doing this on purpose, just like he let all these people over here in America. You people don't understand what this devil is capable of. And he's running his game right in your face. And he's telling you, and and Trump is playing these American people like a fiddle. And they ain't eating up every fucking word of it. You can just hear the way these people talk. Oh, well, President Trump said he's trying to negotiate. Yeah, come on, man. That's all bullshit. That's all bullshit. He's not doing a fucking thing. He's buying time to when he get the word to shut America off. And he used that goddamn Israel, that Straits of Hormuz, to help bring pain to you American people. You American people. So you don't have him to look at. So that's the whole thing. So they can say, well, the reason America like it is because of the Straits of Hormuz. They need a reason. They need an excuse to why America's struggling the way it is. So they're looking for shit. And because it was, he went in that war knowing that the Straits of Hormuz couldn't affect American people. He knew that, but he went in there anyway. Now, if he's working for the American people like they say they would, they wouldn't put American people in harm's way. This is all bullshit, man. If people can't see that, that's why America's going to get destroyed the worst. And I can't wait. These people are so fucking stupid, man. It's nothing real. But anyway, it says, therefore, then there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of these things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. That's right. So the Lord gave us that, like it says in Romans. Was that Romans 8? Let me get that. Romans 8. I might be wrong. Yeah. I can't think of it right now. Well, anyway, he spake of those things before, before time. I can't think of what it is. Can't think of it right off the hands. What was it? Damn. Well, I can't think of it right offhand. Well, the Lord, like it says in Romans, it told us these things before, aforetime, man. Aforetime for our learning. Romans 15 and 4. Okay, yeah, that's right. This is Romans 15 and 4. It says, for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. That's right. That's right. That's why the Bible. That's why we go to that scriptures. 2 Esdras 9 and 1. It says, let me go back to that. 2 Esdras 9 and 1. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest parts of the signs past, which I've told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of these things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. That's right. So the Lord gave us the blueprint of this whole situation that's getting ready to come down here in America, in the world. And we just have to trust in the Lord and not bend or waver and get scared and do all these, do things that's going to take us out of that, that's the Lord, that circle of protection. You know what I'm saying? So we just want to stay on point, stay on our grind, stay, warning, feeding the sheep, like the Lord is saying, telling the people what's getting ready to come onto the pipe, and warn you, man. We are getting ready to see some very heavy shit, man. They talking about the water shit over here in over here in Michigan and Wisconsin. They can cut this shit off at any day now, and there's going to be a lot of people that don't even have water to last a couple days, let alone for months. So people, we're this thing is getting real heated up, man. This thing is getting serious. So that was just my warning. I'm just putting out my warning to you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. That hey, we are here, man. We're here all this shit is getting ready to take off, man. Well, let me keep going. I'm gonna skip it. It says, for like all that is made in the world has a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. That's right. And the ends are manifest. It's showing itself right now. This is it, man. And if you think this is not, well, hey, I can't tell you nothing. Well, just do what you do. Do you. That's what, like they always say. Do you. But we here, I'm going to trust in the Lord. And trust the scriptures, what it says. And take my refuge under the hinges. I'm going to go on under the, like it says in Psalms 91. I'm going Psalms 91. It says, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. That's right. He says, I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my power. In him will I trust. That's right. And that's what we're doing. We're going to trust the Lord. We're not going to get in this fucking, this carnal thing, get into it, you know, and try to do things our way. We're going to trust in the Lord, and may the Lord direct our path in these up and coming times, man, to get us out of a lot of this shit that's getting ready to take place. So with that, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations and blessings to the elect. Shalom. Oh, and it stopped.